G'day tubers, 10,000 kilometres, asphalt, corrugation, mud, the Vic High Country, technical trails and moto camping. This isn't a first ride impression, this is what the BMW F900GS Enduro is actually like once the honeymoon phase is over. At the launch, BMW actually looked like they got serious about building a middleweight off-road bike. It dropped 14 kilos over the previous F850GS. It gained more power out of the 895 parallel twin. They sharpened the chassis. It finally promised proper dirt capability, not just adventure marketing. And after living with it, mostly true. The biggest win is how much lighter and narrower it feels over the previous GS middleweights. It's still not a lightweight machine, but once moving it hides its weight well, especially off-road. The 895 parallel twin gives it enough grunt for fast overtakes, loaded luggage touring, and plenty for off-road. The power delivery is broad, smooth, and more responsive than the previous 850. It has genuine mid-range punch without becoming intimidating. Compared to Yamaha's CP2 engine or the KTM 890's engine, the BMW is a tad clinical, I guess. It is engaging, but nowhere near the level of those other two I mentioned. Fuel economy sits between 5 and 6 litres per 100 kilometres, depending on the terrain and how loaded up you are. So that'll give you a range on one tank of about 265 kilometres, but that is the absolute maximum. I've been pushing at 265 Ks. I carry an 8 litre bladder, so that brings me up well over 400 then. And I don't sort of notice it when I've got luggage on the back, and you get rid of it pretty easy. As soon as you can, you put it in the tank. So this is where the Enduro package earns its name. With the shower forks, more ground clearance, slimmer bodywork, proper Enduro Pro electronics, 21-inch front wheel, better standing ergonomics, although I did remove the bar risers to put me in a little bit more of an aggressive stance. The bike is genuinely capable in rough terrain. Sharp square edge hits, can probably be a touch on the harsh side, but there's plenty of options there to dial that out. All really easy, pretty much toolless apart from setting your preload on your springs on the fork. But after that, no tools required. So pretty good to tweak it out on the track, and I find it more than capable. The Enduro package does give you some good value there if you're going to ride off-road at an intermediate or above level. For anything basic, just flat gravel roads, the standard stuff is fine. On gravel roads and medium technical terrain, the GS feels planted, confidence inspiring, and more manageable than the bigger boxer GSs. The electronics are also one of the best in the class. For 99% of the terrain, Enduro Pro is fine. I did find Enduro became a bit too intrusive on the front ABS, and it made me run on a few times. So Enduro Pro for me always. But this is still a 900cc bike. So in deep sand, really technical terrain, or after multiple drops, you really do start to notice the weight of this bike. It's better than before, but physics still wins. Despite the F900GS Enduro's dirt focus, it still is a really capable machine on the road. Highway touring is comfortable, a little bit of wind buffeting. Your backside does get a bit sore on longer trips, but the tank will have you having to get off the bike anyway for more fuel, so not really that big of a deal. And like I said, it's pretty comfortable to stand up even on highway speeds. Got an excellent TFT display, cruise control, plenty of power for overtaking, a good electronics package, and predictable handling. Some of the negatives would be wind protection is mediocre, the seat can be a little bit hard on longer trips, and as mentioned, that tank capacity. So far at 10,000 kilometers, the platform seems solid. The quick shifter can be a little clunky every now and then. There was reports of the cracking of the mount on the exhaust. I did have the failure of the carrier. BMW replaced it within 6 days. That is a really common problem, and they did replace it with a different part number, so we'll see how that goes. The head stem came loose, no cost, just re-torqued it down, and the gear lever tip is a bit exposed. Same with the stand sensor. I haven't had a drama with the sensor, but I know plenty of people have. If you're really smashing off-road rocky areas or narrow single trail, you potentially can damage that switch and it can leave you in a spot of bother. Build quality is excellent overall, excellent fit and finish, durable chassis, premium switch block and high quality electronics. It feels expensive because it is. So this is where things get complicated. The F900GS Enduro is properly good, but once fully optioned. So that can make the price climb pretty quickly. Its main rivals would be the 890, the Norden 901, the Tenere 700, and the Africa Twin. You're also paying for the BMW dealer network, that 5-year warranty, and a premium product. So who's this bike for? It's for someone that wants serious off-road capability, comfortable road touring, premium BMW quality, excellent electronics, and one bike versatility. It's not the perfect bike for hardcore enduro riders, budget conscious adventure riders, bikers prioritising maximum touring range, or those seeking raw performance character. The BMW F900GS Enduro is the best enduro bike BMW has ever built. They actually listened to what the adventure riders were asking for, and they delivered. Overall, I give this bike an 8.7 out of 10. It's not perfect, but for riders wanting a real touring bike with serious off-road capabilities, it ticks all the boxes. 10,000 kilometers later, this GS just doesn't look adventurous, it actually is.